G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 17 of our Cold Trozan Skyshard Spellbreaker playthrough, where this episode we are going to be heading through from Barrowhome up towards the Malmo, the city of Malmo rather. I was going to say Malmo outskirts. During this little trip through effectively hell, we're going to have a lot of chthonic damage. So we're receiving rather a lot of chaos, a lot of vitality, and there will be a decent amount of fire as well. So if your resistances are not up to snuff, you will find out and it will be painful. With that said, my resistances are very much under control, so we are good to go. So we're going to work our way north here from the Barrowhome Rift and head towards the Altar of Ratosh, killing everything on the way, and by everything I mean everything that gets in the way. There is a little bit of gear optimization we can do once we hit level 55. I do have the medal that I picked up from Igor in the Steps of Torment. That comes online at level 55, and I will be using that. It will require juggling some resistances though, and one of the resistances I'm going to juggle will be to take the black tallow off of my amulet. So I want to get through here before I do it, because as you can see, the black tallow there gives me 6% less damage from chthonics, and we're about to be fighting a whole bunch of chthonics. So I want to get through this rift before that becomes an issue. I am going to pull up the map for this. I don't think it's going to be a massive issue. However, I do like to know where the bosses are, and I do know that there is an exalted chest in this area and I want to find it. And it's usually over here on the left, or at least I usually find it over here on the left, although that may be because I come over here first. So it's not here today. If it was here, it would be sort of in this area here. As I say though, not today, so we're going to go to one of its other locations, and on the way there we are going to be heading past a couple of spawn locations for Gravathul. Now Gravathul is fairly dangerous. Actually I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him. It's probably not the best idea I've had, but it'll be fun. So the only other place he can spawn, sorry, there's two more places he can spawn. And we just passed one of them, so should be just here. This looks nice and juicy. Do remember, if you have your rumor tied to Haunt, do remember to use it. And I have to admit, I'm mostly talking to myself there. Okay, this is another location for the Exalted Stash. Unfortunately, the blue we got this time is, I mean, it's bad. For this build at least, it's bad. It's probably... Honestly, I don't know what build you would use that for. I'm sure there's one out there that I just haven't thought of, but, well, I haven't thought of it, so I don't know. Okay, let's go get Gravathul. He should be just over here. Where are we? Okay, he should be just at the edge of my screen there. So we'll kill off his friends first, making sure to spread all of the diseases and poxes and stuff. And he's not here. Okay, so I guess there's other zones he could spawn in, because I have now checked every single location he could be in, and he ain't here, so... potential Exalted Chest could have been here as well. Obviously we've already found it, so it's not there. Let's move on to the next area. And if I could remember to use Pneumatic Burst, that would be great. Although that will be another thing that the Igor's Medallion, or this thing, Igor's Eternal Vigil, will definitely help with that, because it will mean that the buff from Pneumatic Burst stays up for about, I think it's 2 minutes? and then I'll only have to worry about pushing the button if I need a heal. Right, let's keep the map up to date. I don't think there's anything particularly scary in here. Oh, this is the other area where Gravathor could be, so I imagine we'll find him in here. There may be another area where he can spawn, but we shall see. He could be just here, but he's not. The other place he could be, I'm going to ignore the level 55 for the moment. As I said, I do want to use Igor's medal, but I want to get through here first before I take that off. The other thing is, I wouldn't mind getting a new Gaze of Ungoliax amulet, because honestly this one is +1 to Arcanist, and that's it. That's the only thing on this medal that I care about. That cold damage is meh. Let's get some more health. And 2 points in Star Pact. But yeah, the +1 to Arcanist is the only thing on that medal that I care about. And even the cold damage is kind of, you know, who cares sort of thing. Gravathor potentially over here. Not today. That's alright. There are a couple more locations at the top of the map, or the top of this area where he could spawn. But the next thing we need to worry about is it Eketzel? It is Eketzel. So here's the next one we need to worry about. This is where the fire damage I was talking about comes into it. Eketzel is another one of those lovely bosses who will spawn a fiery volcano underneath you, and if you are still there when it starts spitting things at you, you're going to have a bad time. So I'm going to kite him around as well. Although we are doing a decent amount of damage. There's the volcano. You do not want to be shotgunned by that. But, I mean, this is realistically, it's still normal, so should be okay. None of that looks any good. Right. With him dead, we continue onwards, and through this little section here, you can fight all of this, or you can skip all of this. There is enough room between this stuff and the next quest update that you don't need to fight any of it. It will all reset before you get to... what's his name? Ulgrim. Before you get to Ulgrim here. All the stuff that may have been chasing you, it will reset before you get to Ulgrim. Now there's two things to note about Ulgrim, or I guess one thing really. Don't piss him off. You will note... Hang on, where are we? What happened to you? Snap out of it. So you have this option here, which says attack at the end. You kind of don't want to do that. Unless you are very confident in your build, he will kill you. There is an achievement tied to this though. So at some point, if you want the achievement, you will have to fight him. This build, you probably could do it because you can just kite him around. I did it on my Kabbalist, and I don't bother ever since, because it is quite a difficult fight. He's not a Celestial by any means, but he has a lot of health and he does a lot of damage. So good luck if you want to try it. If you do attack him and he does basically kick your ass and send you back to town, you can leave, like reset your client and come back and you'll be able to talk to him again. So if you want to try it and you're on softcore, by all means give it a shot. And if you want to try it and you're on hardcore, you're crazy, but you know, you do you. I'm not going to tell you you can't do it. Right, so in this last section here, you can kill as much or as little as you like, as long as you get through the area. I am going to go looking for Gravathor though. I don't know why, but I've got it in my head that I need to kill him. So I'm going to go find him, and I'm going to kill him. He is not here, so just here is one of his potential spawn locations. He's not home today, so there's two more potential locations over here. There he is. I think that's him anyway. Looks kind of like him. That's not him, that's an arcane. So with arcanes, you want to dodge that little purple ball that you may have seen there. I don't know if you actually saw it or not, but I saw it. I saw it nearly hit me, and I'm surprised it didn't hit me, to be honest. Because it looked to me like it did hit me. I am very glad it didn't though, because it will strip all this off. Right, so that was not Gravathul, which means he is most likely going to be on the other side of this little bridge that I'm about to go over. Void Oppressor's immune to being frozen, that's lovely. Had to use a potion there, doesn't happen very often. Right, so just over to the east here, there'll be another little bridge heading down. And here he is, question mark? He's not here. Which I guess means that there is in fact a third area that he can spawn in. Which I guess makes sense since the nemesis for the Chthonians also can hang out in one of like 15 or 16 different areas. So it looks like I dipped out. I don't get to fight Gravathul. That's fine, there will be plenty of other opportunities to fight him. You can see here the turtle shell has procced. Not a good sign. But that's alright. We're not dead. That which doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, I guess, with the XP. Okay, so we made it through. Ulgrim himself is here. And we get a recipe that we already know, which is lovely. Blood of Chthon is good though. Actually, you can sell that recipe. Right, I'm going to go back to town now and juggle my gear a little bit because we are heading into Malmo. There is a ton of ethereal damage and my Aether resist is kind of so-so. Once I put this on, it's actually uncapped. So I'm, what am I, 22 points short. If I have 2 of these Aether Souls, that will give me another 32. Will also give me 12% less damage from Ethereals and Aether Corruptions, and we are about to go into a city that's absolutely full of them. So, I don't think I went and farmed more Aether Crystals, so hopefully we have enough, because I really don't want to have to go farming again. Having said that though, there is an area... yeah, don't have enough. That's fine. Yeah, she'll be right. We have to walk from Lone Watch all the way up to Malmo outskirts, and this whole area is flooded with crystals. So that's alright, we'll find some on the way. Who is that? Oh, he's dead, whoever he is. Houndmaster's Bloodsworn Codex. Good for a pet build, specifically Conjurers. This is the... in front of the city there are a few Chthonians around. But my Chaos Res is now 100% fine. So I'm not too worried about that. I am worried about my Aether resists though, although 6% below cap. What does that work out to be? 30% more damage from Aether? It'll be okay. So by my maths, I need 15 crystals altogether. What's that? Three Wrath Stones, they're 4 each, so that's 12, plus another 3 for the Aether Soul. Yeah, I think it's 15. So if you are looking for Aether Crystals, and you hug sort of the left side of the map here, there'll be a few down low, so here. And if you keep hugging the left side of the map, You'll miss all the interesting stuff in the middle, but there should be another little Aether Fire section just up ahead. Oh, also, check this out. Pneumatic Burst, does it say how long it lasts now? 144 second duration, so that's 2 minutes 24 seconds. That buff is just always up now, which is really good because it also gives me go away, 16% chance to avoid attacks just in general. So it's very, very useful. Right, so there's, I think, one more Aether area up here. I don't see any crystals though, which is unfortunate. Because I am here for crystals, not for Aether contraptions. There might be another couple. I'll just do a circle around the area. Although having said that, I do remember that there are better places to find this. I think that's about as good as we're going to get heading north. The Chthonic portal is not home at the moment. You will notice, or at least I noticed when I watched the videos back, that I was really, really bad about keeping the buff active on Pneumatic Burst. I would have it active for, what is it, 20 seconds or something. I would use it at the end of a fight, and then walk to the next fight, and I would have, 10 seconds of it left, and then it would fall off halfway through the fight. So I was definitely not good at keeping the buff active, but now I almost can't let it fall off. It's great. Crystals? Crystals? Anyone got crystals? You're a crystal? No. No good. We will be doing Dalia's quest. But I just need some crystals. Definitely don't sound like a junkie. Alright, we need to go in here anyway. So I guess we'll go in there, since we're in the area. And I am going to use a map for this. I'm pretty sure I'm on the left side here. And if I just head south and a little bit east, I'll find the guy I'm looking for. Okay, I'm mostly worried about the big guys, and these servitors are also a little bit sus. Alright, so the guy I'm looking for is not quite here. He's a little bit over to the side still. Dravis and his thralls should be just here. Yep, you can see the minion of Dravis there. So I definitely want to be killing those. And from memory, the minions will heal Dravis himself, or heal Bandragos here. So I do want to kind of get them out of the way first, which should be relatively easy since we are a kiting class, as long as I don't stand in stupid. Okay, one of them's down. There's the other one down. And now it's just a matter of keeping this guy at range until we kill him as well. Okay, so we got him. We got Dravis's offering and that blue that I don't really care about. Now there is a treasure trove in here. Treasure trove is not home today, unfortunately. It would normally be here. And the other spawn points are a decent ways away, so if the portal to get out of here is just here, I will go ahead and leave. It's not. So it looks like we are in fact going to have to head fairly close to another location to get out. Potentially. Potentially. Nope. Okay. There is another area connected to this one, so just in the middle here there is another portal that will take you to a one level deeper of this place. There is a quest in there to release, or kind of forgive, in air quotes, some Chthonian cultists. I'm going to skip it, and I think I'm also going to abandon my quest to get more Aether Stones, or Aether Crystals, from out here, and I will get them on the way into the city. So here we go, let's start spawning here. I think there is, yep, there he is. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Ordinarily, I would be well chuffed to see that many Aether clusters, but not at the moment, unfortunately. That's right, what did we end up with? 3? No. Where are they? Here we go, 6. I don't remember how many we had in the bank, so we may be done right now, or we could still be a few short. It's never a bad idea to get more, though. Okay, that particular way in is blocked. Having said that, is that the way in? I'm not sure. We'll head in here and we will skip this door down, because there is a, oops, wrong way, a shrine over here that I want. A devotion shrine, that is. Okay, now, is any of this stuff any good for us? Piercing convert to vitality, I don't care. The armor on this, I don't care. +3 to Shadow Strike, I don't really care either, but it is more than the 0 from those ones, so... the Ascendant Cow is for pets. Ascendant Conduit. Cold damage and health to Maven Sphere, but our weapon is way better. Okay, a Mask of the Winter Storm. That's interesting. So there's a little more Aether resistance, and it's otherwise the exact same item as we're currently wearing. We would be trading 4% physique, 5% resistances, or Ellie res, for I don't think it's worth it. I do hate when I do this as well. Where was it? The shoulders? No, helmet, wasn't it? So a Gilded Visage. It's pretty much a wash, really. The 5% Ellie resist is no loss at all. So this is definitely better, but yeah, it's pretty much not same, but also we don't really need it because of the Aether Soul we're about to put on. I have definitely taken a wrong turn. Wraith Warded, Savage Effigy. None of that's what I'm after. Alright, we do have to go down into the cellars here. Actually, I'm going to go back and get the Waypoint first. Or the Rift Gate, I guess. Okay. We do have to fight for it, unfortunately. We do a little bit of damage just by standing here, actually. It's kind of funny. 1 point there, and you know what? I think it might be time to put some points into Nightblade. I think we might be done with Arcanus for a while. Let's talk to Ulgrim. What do we do now? I'm on it. Okay. I guess Shattered Star and Absolute Zero could be worth putting some more points into. Inner Focus and also Overload for offensive ability would also be good. Can't go wrong with more points in Maven Sphere. Until this is at least, like, I think 10 out of 12 is one of the breakpoints. Don't quote me on that. I'm probably wrong. But Maven Sphere is always good. More damage absorption. Can't go wrong. I think for now, I think I'm going to max out Shattered Star and then maybe head over to Nightblade for a little bit. From memory, 10 or 12 is a good point for Shadow Dance as well. Anyhow, let's, where are we? Houndmaster's Flesh Warped Archive. See, why couldn't I ever get one of those to drop when I was actually playing a Pet Kabbalist, and +4 to Hellhound would have been amazing. I swear this game just wants you to play, like, whatever class you're playing is the one you're not getting loot for. Alright, so while we're down here, I am going to go find Turnox and kill him. Or her, I'm actually not sure. Just for old time's sake, you know? It's been a long time since I had to farm the Krieg set, so... Just gonna go say hello. Also, this, the last place where Turnox can spawn has potentially 4 dynamites in this room. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Let's just clear out some trash. Okay, so 11, there's 1 here, always. This is really easy to clear all of these items, or all of these jugs and boxes and stuff if you have Warcry. There's 2. This container here I think can also have them. Didn't get many this time, but yeah, you can definitely get, I think 4 is the most dynamite I ever got from this room. In terms of items, it's more of a lightning thing, but that is kind of cool. This is the sort of thing that I would consider using if we were playing like a druid, instead of converting all of this to cold. If we were still using, you know, the lightning side of it, this would be really good. But we're not, so that doesn't really matter. And we can't block, so that's basically worthless. Okay, let's head back out and talk to everybody's favorite little sister, Dalia. Honestly, I probably should have stayed where I was and just walked backwards. But I didn't do that, so we're taking the scenic route. Oh, speaking of, last episode I was saying that the clock up the top here, I couldn't remember where the control button for it was. Just above here, above your little level thing, there's a little button that doesn't really do anything when you push it. But you can turn that clock on and off with that little button there. Just this little circle right above the number for your level.
I hope you're ready to write the next chapter.
Okay, so we've actually done everything she wants. I have some questions. No, I don't. Okay, and she gave us a blue weapon. Oh, look at that. I guess we could dual wield them. Okay. Well, on that note, let's go see if we can't craft that Aether Soul. And then I might, in between episodes, go and farm a new amulet, because the one we have at present is not great. What is it? It's 3? Yeah, 3 Wrath Stones. 1, 2, 3. And 1 Aether Soul. Good. So yeah, this amulet is, I mean, I already kind of went over it, but it's +1 to Arcanist levels and nothing else, so I'm going to go farm another one, just to get something with, any amount of resistances on it, preferably at least 2% piercing. But I will do that in between episodes. And speaking of, I'm going to end this episode right there, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.